And I'm sure all of you are from the engineering background. Probably I will have your introduction also, maybe after a few minutes. So all of you are definitely turning out to be fantastic engineers in the country, right? But what is important for your professional success? So that is what we are going to touch through this training program. So there are certain skills, as I already mentioned, the problem solving and decision making skills we are trying to impact through this training program. So at the same time, we would like to duly recognize that you already have many skills similar to that. But how this program is going to really add value, right? So before training, there are certain skills definitely all of you already possess. That means all of you are already solving problems. All of you are already solving problems. I know you solve, we come across several problems every single day, and then we handle it. But how do we handle it? How do we solve it? Right? We follow a method called trial and error method. And most of the time, we take decisions by opinion. Most of the time, we take decisions by opinion. And most of the time, we strongly believe that only people create problem. For example, the performance in the, let's say, uh, in an exam is went bad. We immediately come to a conclusion that people associated are the problem source. It is the students and it is the faculty. But actually, we have to think in a different way, right? So the third skill we often demonstrate is we believe people create problems. Similarly, in the companies also, in the manufacturing setup or in a service setup, anything goes wrong, any problem happens, any failure happens, we quickly conclude that people are creating problem. I could see a raise hand button. Sir, would you like to say anything? All right. And then we are result oriented. Most of the time, we are result oriented and we are ready to work beyond boundaries, like late hours in the evening, no holidays, no weekends. We are ready to be on work 24/7 365. But definitely these are certain skills people have in all domains. Then what is that we really wanted to see in all of you, right? We wanted to see to that all of you not only pass out as an engineer, but see yourself as an employable engineer, right? You need to know by yourself whether you are just turning out to be an engineer or an employable engineer. So this is very important. So the same 4 points which I have highlighted here, we wanted to make a small twist. Instead of solving the problem by a trial and error method, what is trial and error method? I have a problem. I just try to fix it very fast. I try to fix it very fast, and then somehow I manage to fix it also. But what happens? The same problem again comes maybe after a week, maybe after a month, or maybe after few months. If the same problem is coming again, tell me honestly, have you really solved the problem? Can somebody try to answer my question? We have addressed an issue, we have put our effort, we have invested our resources, right? To see to that the problem is fixed. But we have done our best. But what happened? The same problem comes again in our process after a week, after a month. Does it mean we have solved the problem or we have not solved the problem? Can somebody answer this question? Right? You all need to be very interactive, right? That's one important requirement. Fine. So now I will help you being the initial session. So If the same problem comes again, and again, please understand you have not solved the problem. Please understand you have not fixed the problem at the root level. Maybe you have reacted to certain symptoms. Symptom is different, root cause is different. Always when you don't want to see the problem popping up again, you must understand the root cause and then fix the problem at the root level. If you are not doing it, if the problem is coming again, whatever approach you are following, in my opinion, that is just a trial and error method. All right. So what is going to make us really different, like an employable engineer from a normal engineer, is we should learn to solve problems systematically. That is why companies are hiring us. Companies are not hiring us because we have a degree. Companies are hiring us because they strongly believe that we will help them. How we can help others? Only by solving their problem. Maybe a small problem, or maybe a moderate problem, or maybe a complex problem. But we all should be a very good problem solver. And if you can solve a problem systematically, you will be a preferred person. Right? Agree? And number two, decisions. We often take decision by opinion. For example, just to choose a college, just to choose a course, just to decide how I should spend my day tomorrow, we consult a lot of people. This is called decision by opinion. Since we frequently use this, we will be prone to use the same technique in our professional life also. We always take decision by opinion. We listen to people and then react immediately. So listening to people is good. In fact, listening to people is really good, but your decision should be based on fact, not just on the opinion. An opinion may be a mere opinion. So we need to clearly understand whether an opinion is also a fact or not. If the opinion is fact, believe it, take action. If the opinion is not a fact, you should also be able to safely ignore the opinion. This is called decision making. This is called decision making, fact-based decision making. In order to understand whether the information is a fact or not, we need data. Right? So Six Sigma is a data-driven problem-solving approach. Right? Number three, believing that people create problem. Is that people are creating problem, or your system is prone to accept the mistakes that can be done by people? We need to think slightly deeper, instead of simply blaming people and then trying to handle the problem at the layer outline level itself. We need to really go deeper and then always try to correct system. So what makes system? Set of processes creates a system. So we need to understand process produces the result. Process produce the result. So we need to stop blaming people and then ask ourselves why a failure happens. Even if my person makes a mistake, my system should not fail. We need to think in that way. So please understand, results come from the process. You take care of your process will take care of your result. And make your processes, make your system foolproof, and so that even if somebody wanted to deviate it, it should by the system itself should be able to detect and then prevent such failures. And it is always very important to stay customer centric. Anything we are doing, we should understand to whom we are doing. For example, right now I'm doing a program. I'm doing a mistake right now because I really do not know to whom I'm speaking. Right? I need to see all of you. I need to talk to all of you. I need to understand why all of you are with me today and tomorrow. All these things are important. This is called customer focused. Otherwise, what happened? I may talk, anything, whatever I know, but finally, will it make sense to all of you? That is going to make the program a big success or a big failure. So it's very important you understand your customers. Customer focused. Is it good? Can I get a yes here? Do you all think these skills are very important?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wow, beautiful. I could hear some noise. See, 94% of the problems in any organization are system driven. That means only for a small percentage of the problem you are seeing are people driven. So then why should you quickly conclude that everything, people are the problem source? Then I'm not saying. Edward Deming, the famous quality guru, right? Right.